Welcome to Exleys on the NFL.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome into Exleys on the NFL. We are back. We've had a couple of weeks off and, the draft has happened, so we thought we'd jump back in and give you a little lowdown on what happened. I didn't actually watch it. I did track most of it on my phone. How about you? Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it live. I went back and watched some of the highlight parts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you, because of how late it was, I sort of tracked some of it on my phone and what have you. Because for us, it was like the first round started at I think it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock our time.
I think it might have been later than that, you know. I'm not 100%
well, like
sure.
the program, I mean.
Yeah. But on Sunday there was some earlier on in the day, some of the later rounds. I didn't really entertain that because it's the late round. I don't have it on here, but I did see that Diego Pavia did not get drafted in the in the draft.
Signed with the Ravens in the end, though.
Yeah, he did sign with the Ravens. He's going to end up with a 3-year deal. He was invited to the rookie minicamp this weekend, and then they ended up signing him anyway. There's been so many things. He's the first Heisman runner-up finalist to not be drafted since
2014.
Yeah, I want to say 2014, 2015. And I think it's another sort of situation that Shedeur Sanders had last year, where the cockiness just
shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. When he didn't win the Heisman, he basically told the voters to go fuck themselves.
Which you can't do.
You can't do. I mean, Shedeur Sanders is cocky. He is a bit of a twat, but
even he didn't do that.
No, even he didn't do that. And he had, I don't want to say he has the right to say that, like to be the way he is, because his dad is who he is. You shouldn't be living off your dad's sort of glory, if you like. But to go and fuck it up so bad you don't even get drafted. Shedeur got drafted late, 5th round, 6th round last year.
Something like the 5th, yeah.
He did he did get drafted, and then you got Diego Pavia, who got himself didn't get drafted, but anyway. So we start in Philly, and this one could be big long term. Eagles owner Jeffrey Lurie is exploring the idea of a brand new stadium. The lease runs out in 2032, and he's not even guaranteeing they stay in South Philly. That's wild. That is mental. But it could bring some fan experience upgrades, and we want something new and expensive. Let's be real. If the Eagles move, that's going to shake the fan base. Philly fans don't play about their location. I'm not sure how. I'm not even an Eagles fan. I don't think any team should be moved from where they are, regardless of money.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, it's happened so much that it's kind of what's the word?
It just seems to be the norm now.
Yeah, it's almost expected. Like. Mm-hmm. But it's not even for the teams, and it kind of pisses me off a little bit. They say it's all about the team, improving the team. Blah, blah. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's about getting tax breaks and paying for shit with public money. That's what it's about.
You've got the Las Vegas Raiders were the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Didn't they go somewhere in between that as well?
I can't remember, but they've been 2 or 3 different things over the last years.
LA Rams used to be the
San Diego.
Yeah. Were they not St. Louis Rams as well?
Yeah. I'm sure they would. No, it might have been the LA Chargers. It might have been the San Diegos.
Yeah, you could be right there. To me, as a fan of Green Bay Packers, I wouldn't want Green Bay to move. I don't see Green Bay moving. There was rumours that they were going to sell up.
Green Bay's not moving. Yeah.
There was a rumour that they were going to sell up, but I don't think they actually are going to sell up.
I can't see Green Bay moving though, because it's
publicly
owned by an owner. It's not. One owner or one trust funding or anything like that owns it. So yeah. I don't see Green Bay pretty much ever moving. It would take a lot for Green Bay to move. And I almost feel like that's one of the safest teams in the league about not moving.
I agree. I concur. Right, you're next up, my pedigree chum.
Yeah, so Puka Nacua has entered rehab. Supposedly he's going to be ready for OTAs. It's going to be interesting though, because if he isn't, he's their biggest receiver, so that'll cause them some problems.
What's he in rehab for? Drugs?
I couldn't find out. All I could find out that was that he was entering rehab. Obviously, in the UK, we don't always get the full story. I would imagine drugs.
Yeah. But surely, if he is that heavily into substances, do they not drug test them? Because they find out if they have been taking sports-enhancing drugs all the time.
Yeah, but I would imagine it's something that happened towards the end of the season.
Possibly, yeah. Well, let's hope he comes out on the other side and is...
It would explain a lot of his recent behaviour.
Yeah, 100%. 100%, because he went off the rails a little bit towards the end of the season.
That's what I mean. So it would explain some of that. And I just hope he gets better, because before all of that, he was just rocketing through the league with some insane
he was
stats.
making a big name for himself. And I'd hate any player to fuck up their career because they've got a problem with substances of any description. So hopefully he comes out on the other side of that and is a better man for it. Anyway, this one is very interesting, I believe. It's old news now. Anyway, Kirk Cousins to the Raiders, but there's a twist, okay? They had the number 1 pick, and they took Fernando Mendoza, the number 1 draft prospect for this year. He was hyped up. He didn't even attend the draft. Did you see that?
I heard about it.
He didn't attend the draft. That's the first, I think it's like the first time it has happened that the number 1 pick has not been at the draft. He stayed at home with his family. That to me just screams, do you know what I mean?
I mean, a lot of what people are saying about him is he almost emulates Kirk Cousins. Like, he loves that, the Coles stores and all that kind of stuff. And do you know what I mean?
Like a younger Kirk Cousins. But have you seen the memes of 1 week with Max Crosby and he's fucking got grills and he's tattoos all over his neck and stuff, man? That is so cool.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how that works. I think Kirk could be a good veteran voice. I don't know if they'll play Kirk. I mean, picking him was almost a no-brainer because he would have been so cheap for them. Yeah. Because the Falcons already guaranteed his money, so they would have had to have paid loads of his salary for the season anyway.
Yeah,
So it would have been cheap for the Raiders to have taken him.
My question is, I don't know if you've been able to hear me because I've just realised my microphone was like up here. My question would be, is Kirk Cousins just a bridge guy until Fernando Mendoza is ready to go?
Well, I think they're planning on playing him, Mendoza, from pretty much week 1. Obviously, depending on how his camp goes and what have you.
We've said this so many times. You fuck up a rookie just throwing them in, but can he be any worse than any of the QBs that the Raiders have had past seasons?
I mean, they had Gino last year. It didn't go well. Him and Pete Carroll both got shown the door. I mean, can you really get worse than putting Kirk Cousins in for maybe a few weeks and Mendoza out?
I don't think so.
I don't either, but I think it will come down to how camp goes, or training camp goes. Who's going to be the better QB, Mendoza or Cousins?
How many times have we seen this where they take the first round pick, or just their rookie, throw them in their first season and they're clearly not ready? Caleb Williams, Cam Ward, Bryce Young.
To be fair, I think Caleb Williams did alright given his situation. The Bears didn't have a good O-line. I think if they'd had a better O-line that year, he would have had a better rookie season.
100%.
And you look at him last year, he was so much better last year.
That was a different QB. And did you see that motherfucker patented Iceman?
Yeah.
He patented the word Iceman.
Bryce Young's had a better season recently.
Yeah.
But he's taken a lot longer to have had a better season than if he'd been able to sit behind somebody.
Yeah.
He could have possibly had a good season his second year. So I think there's arguments for both sides of it. I think one of the things, though, that didn't help Bryce Young was his size.
Yeah,
not necessarily the tallest of QBs.
He's definitely undersized for a QB. And I think that was one of the reasons, other than the gobshite stuff, Diego Pavia didn't get picked.
Yeah.
They're worried about his size, worried about his ability, being able to wang the ball.
Because although he'd done good things for that team he was with, he's not necessarily first round pick material.
Yeah.
Is what a lot of scouts were saying. You would probably have taken him second or third round, given his size and his body characteristics and what have you. So he wouldn't have been a first rounder anyway, probably.
Yeah.
But then you throw in the attitude problems he had, and that just drops him so far down.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a lot of teams that were QB hungry this year. So when you're not in a QB hungry position, your stock's just going to drop even further than it usually.
I've actually got the day one draft picks up, I do believe. Yeah. So in the first round, Vegas took a QB. Then we didn't have another one till Simpson at pick 13.
I was going to say, that was a surprise one.
So in the first round, only 2 QBs were taken.
Yeah.
So you got...
That's my point. Like, he was never going to go first round.
No, he was never going to go first round. It's a lot of teams were taking tackles.
Yeah, it was more offensive line defense positions this year that were the stars of the draft speak.
Yeah, so he was never going to go there. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore has retired. 5 Pro Bowls, 13 seasons. When he was in his prime, he was one of the best corners you could get. There's a reason he lasted 13 seasons.
You don't, especially as a cornerback, you don't usually get to stay in the league that long. If you're not good, you don't stay in the league.
I mean, Darius Slay retired last season, and he wasn't even a 13-year.
Mad, isn't it?
So to make 10 years as a cornerback is impressive. 13, you got to give the guy credit. I think there's a high case for him to be in the Hall of Fame. We don't make that kind of decision, so we're never going to get the final say. I think he's probably earned his spot, and I wish the guy nothing but the best. I think the last year he had wasn't possibly his best, but everybody's trying to go younger and cheaper now. Yeah,
no one wants to pay the vets big money when they deserve the money that they're asking for. No one wants to pay them, and it is the way it goes in the game that we love.
And unfortunately, that's the business side of it.
I think 13 years as a cornerback is fucking good. Because for me, cornerback is the defensive wide receiver, if you like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They do all the running.
It's impressive, whatever way you want to put it. I mean, they're got to be 9 times out of 10. They got to be able to keep up with the right wide receivers. So to do almost what they do, but in reverse, without seeing when the ball's coming.
Yeah,
it's an impressive skill.
It is an impressive skill, and I'm not good at it in the slightest. That's why I'm not even going to
try it.
I'm safety. And now some drama in New York. Dexter Lawrence has requested a trade, and he's not showing up for off-season workouts either. This has been building. Contract talks have gone absolutely nowhere for 2 off-seasons now.
Who did we last see this with?
Very
recently. No, your team have him now.
Micah Parsons.
This is exactly the same thing. Contract talks for two off-seasons.
Yeah.
Nothing materialised. And eventually just get fed up with the organisation that they once loved.
It is
Micah loved Dallas. Dexter loves New York, but the business side of it takes too much out of it.
Yeah, and I think that, for me, is the way that it's going to go with George Pickens, because he's not signing his franchise tag.
Yeah. But that's Jerry all over, though.
I do think that he is an elite player, and he does deserve the contract, and the Giants should fix it before they fuck it up.
Well, they've already fucked up with letting Saquon go. I think, I don't know about his pass rush ability, but you put Dexter Lawrence in for the run game, who's getting through Dexter Lawrence? Like, we play them twice a year, and I see it when Dexter Lawrence is on the field, I'm like, for fuck's sake, don't run that way. Do not run that way, for the love of Christ. That is a big man.
It is one of them, sort of, you look at it and you're like, that's possibly not the way you'd want to go. But I think in that situation, you just have to make do with what you can do. But I hope he gets his money. I hope he lands somewhere good. If he does get his trade, I would love to see him go to Philly, because that just fucking solidifies that New York loves training people just to go to Philly.
Fun. It would be good fun to see that.
But yeah. So we are now on to contract signings and trades. Travon Walker over to Jacksonville Jaguars. He just got paid 4 years, $110 million, $77 million guaranteed, and $50 million upfront. That's a fucking big sum of money for that franchise. Yeah. And they're betting big on him continuing to develop and become that guy on defense.
I didn't think he'd be up for going. Basically, I didn't think they'd let him go.
I didn't think they would let him go, but it does seem that this off-season has gone completely the opposite way, because there's not been a great deal of big contracts, like not many contract renewals, a lot of players just being shipped out this season.
Yeah, I didn't think, well, he's not been shipped out, he's been re-signed to his current team, but I didn't think he'd be kind of that close to free agency before getting a deal, so if you like.
No, I wasn't saying he's gone from that team. I'm saying like he's the first one in a while that has re-signed, if that makes sense. There's been
he was
lot more
I think he's entering his 4th year, or just had his 4th year, I forget which. But like it's usual that they pick up their 5th year before they get a contract extension. Philly's just done it with 2 of theirs. Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith, they've just had their 5th years picked up.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
And I believe they're both just going into their 4th year, so they're already with the team for another 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And that's usually when the contract talks start. But I didn't see anything about his 5th year getting picked up beforehand.
Oh, no.
Which is what surprises me, is they've usually had their 5th year picked up. Panthers, I believe, I saw something earlier, if I remember rightly, just picked up Bryce Young's 5th year.
Really?
I'm 90% sure that Bryce Young just had his 5th year.
I've been slacking on reading my notifications, if I'm honest, at the moment.
I've had so many the last few days, because obviously baseball started, hockey's in playoffs, basketball's in playoffs. Yeah. I've had so many, it's been so hard to keep track of what's going on where.
Hopefully, while we are here, are we doing another one next week, or are we still doing week on, week off? I think we stick week on, week off till the season starts.
Yeah, I mean, the first training camps don't really begin till, I think, 1st of May.
Yeah, so we got...
And that's the rookie stuff, so it's not even going to be a lot happening in the next few weeks.
Yeah, we'll do week on, week off still.
Until spring training starts.
We are getting back into it, guys. If you do watch us, we do apologise for the bullshit. But we got a quick draft reaction. It's a little segment that we done just.
Yeah. The draft weekend. How's everybody feeling? Like, leave it in the comments. We would like to know. But how you feel about the draft time?
Yeah, I think we came out all right. A lot better, considering we had no one in the first round. We had no first round pick. Was a little bit like, what the fuck? I completely forgot that we had no first round pick. But to pick up the players that we did pick up, I think we loaded up and got every position we needed.
Yeah.
But it's going to be how it plays out, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
to see how the rookies play.
The next sort of season or two is going to be the real test for most of them. Some of them won't even play their first season. Some will get thrust straight into the fire. But a lot of rookies won't play their first season, or at least most of their first season.
I hope so.
You won't really know for a season or two.
It fucks them up, in my opinion. It fucks them up when you just chuck them in like that. I did like the cheeky steal that Philly done.
That was one of the funniest things I saw come out of the draft.
Who was that? Something Lemon, wasn't it?
Mackay Lemon was on the phone to the Steelers owner.
Stick drift.
While he was on the phone to Pittsburgh Steelers owner, being told they were going to pick him with the next pick.
Snatched.
Philly trades with Dallas. Dallas shot themselves in the foot again. They did that with Devontae Smith. And they were just like, yeah, we're going to take you.
That was fucking
It wasn't
brilliant.
even, we're going to pick you next, or it was just, we're taking you here.
That was so good. I loved that.
Because you see the videos going around of he's on the phone to the... And then
he's
the
like,
agent's like coming to shot. He's like, Philly's on the phone. Philly's on the phone.
He's like, yeah. Wait, why is Philly calling?
Yeah.
That was so cool. But I've just pulled it up because I didn't fully remember. So we got a wide receiver in the second round, a cornerback in the third round, a tight end in the fourth. We do need a tight end because when Tucker Kraft went down, we didn't have that definitive tight end that could step in and do what Tucker Kraft does.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. And this guy he's a big boy, and hopefully he can do it. And then we took an offensive tackle in round 5, a guard / centre in round 5, a running back in round 6, a edge rusher round 7, and a kicker that we traded up for in round 7.
Yeah, I saw that. That was an interesting one.
That was an interesting one because we've got 2 kickers, and for the life of me, because they're kickers, I can't remember their fucking names. But Trey Smack is who we've taken, and I've been watching his clips, mate, his highlights. That boy is mate, what the fuck? I got huge hair. What the fuck? Yeah, he is auto-fucking-matic. Who is that kicker that they call Butter?
Harris Butker?
No, he's NFC East.
Brandon Aubrey.
Could
Cowboys.
be. Yes, he is as good as him, I think, and he's going to be.
Just got paid, I believe, earlier in the off-season. He got a new contract. This is what fucks me up with Dallas. Pay the kicker, making the highest paid kicker in the league, which I know isn't a huge contract or whatever, but they've made him the highest paid kicker in the league. Won't pay George Pickens. Slap him with the franchise tag and say, yeah, you'll play on that for the next year.
It's
like,
how
what the fuck
Jerry
is going on?
Jones is. He's not a. I want to say, like I said this to you the other day. He is not a team owner kind of guy, in my opinion.
It's more about the business for him.
Yeah, he's very good at business. He's a very good businessman. But my opinion is he shouldn't be like in charge of fucking everything. That's like letting a kid in charge of fucking running a sweet factory. Do you know what I mean?
It's always going to go wrong.
Yeah, he sees dollar signs and that's it.
Yeah, but I think that kicker that you guys took will be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Another good one, which is going to be an interesting. Did you see the mammoth man the Eagles took for the 7th round pick?
He was huge.
Uwa Bernard.
Yeah, it never played a snap of football. Never played a snap of football in his life.
The man is massive though. So his height is 6'4", 306 pounds, and 6% body fat.
Do you know, 6% body fat is low. Low.
Like if you see the pictures of him, insane. The amount of muscle that man has. He's 21.
I don't think he's even stopped growing at 21.
No, I think he could pick Arnold Schwarzenegger up and just throw him. Like he's huge.
One of his legs is like the width of my body.
Yeah, the man is mammoth. I think he'll be an interesting one to see how that goes. If it works out, it'll be bloody good. A lot of people are already comparing him to Myles Garrett. I've seen online.
Yeah, I've seen that.
From his draft measurables and what have you. And from like the measurables, I can see it. Whether it works out the same, I don't know.
How many picks did you guys end up with?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is quite funny considering how many deals Howie made during the draft.
He is good at what he does.
Yeah.
That is something in it.
They took Makai Lemon in the first round, the wide receiver. Eli Stowers, tight end, in round 2. Markel Bell, a tackle, in round 3, who's a beast as well.
See,
that guy's huge. He's 6'9", 346 pounds.
See, I'm looking at the list on Google here. Pick 1, Malachi Lemon. Pick 2, round 2, player not yet announced. Pick
yes, Eli Stowers, Markel Bell for round 3.
Where did they take Hassan Reddick? Oh, they traded Hassan Reddick. Yeah,
that was years ago. Literally years ago.
Yeah, but it's on my list here because I got it on Google. It says pick. Round 3, pick 68 from New York Jets via Hassan Reddick trade. It's not actually telling me who you picked.
No, that round 3 was Markel Bell. Nobody in round 4 because we dealt them picks for moving up in the first round to Dallas. Round 5, they took a QB, Cole Payton from North Dakota, which was an interesting one. So now we have Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, what's his name? Dalton from Panthers, who we traded for. And now Cole Payton, 4 QBs. Interesting.
How many running backs? You guys got loads as well, haven't you?
At the moment, before training camp, I think there's 6. I want to say 5 or 6 on the roster. Only 3 will make the final cut.
Yeah, the rest of the practice squad will be released.
Yeah, well, one we did have. I think we had 6 or 7, but then one got released. What's his name? We took him from you guys. Had the big neck injury. Crap, that's gonna bug me.
I can't remember. Brain's gone foggy.
Yeah, I can't. AJ Dillon.
Yeah.
They didn't really play him in the season.
I didn't see him.
No, he got a couple of touches near the start, if I remember rightly, but then didn't really do much. They loved everybody else. Round 7, they took a safety, Cole Wisnowski. His tape's pretty good.
I haven't watched too much tape this year.
Yeah, I have as well. And then we took a outside linebacker, Keyshawn James from New Mexico.
I need to swat up and check out the tape on the Green Bay guys, see how they've done. Obviously, I have watched Trey Smack, and that's about it. Because everyone's hyping him, so yeah.
I think a lot of the other draft picks, some of them I kind of expected. Fernando Mendoza. The first couple of sort of draft picks pretty much went how everybody expected. Yeah. But the big surprise one was the Rams taking a QB.
Yeah, I didn't see the 13.
13. Ty Simpson. That was quite a surprise. But apparently, I've seen online, Rams knew they were doing it. That was their plan from the start.
Yeah, Sean McVay. Is it Sean McVay? Is their head coach? Yeah. It come out that he wasn't impressed with that, but they have released a statement that both parties knew that they were doing that, and
But
team
McVay didn't look too happy about that.
No, and the team is Matthew Stafford's. They're not replacing him.
Yeah. Which is kind of a smart move, though, because it leads us to what we said earlier about rookies sitting for the first year at least.
And you can't do wrong sitting behind
Matthew
Stafford. Not at all.
There isn't many QBs that it gets better to sit behind in the NFL for your rookie season and learn from.
No. I don't even know. Mate, I was literally just about to say, let's call it a day, but who did? Kansas draft. Kansas City Chiefs.
Cornerback in the first round. They traded up. They were at like 9 or 10, traded up and went to spot 6 to take a cornerback.
Yeah, they took Mansour Delane. It's LSU. You can't really do wrong taking anyone from LSU, can you?
No,
LSU,
no. Alabama,
and Georgia. Who else? Oh my God.
I mean, you can't go wrong with
OU. Who am I thinking of?
There's a few teams you can't really go wrong from picking from.
Oh yeah, clip of him just come up. He is locked in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Steals. Anyway.
Watch that.
Yeah. I don't think we've got anything else to talk about, do you?
No.
No. So we'll call that week.
One thing I just remembered about it, I almost forgot. Just before the draft or during the first round of the draft, I forget if it was just before the draft or just after the first round of the draft, Eagles traded with Minnesota for Jonathan Grenard.
Really? I didn't see that.
So they took a new edge rusher. And they traded him for him and signed him to a 4-year extension.
They got him locked in. He's good.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So,
anyway.
it was one I completely forgot about.
Yeah. That's it from me and Steve, and we will thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at TonyXley12. I'm going to get better at posting on there because I've been absolutely dog shit. We are on Spotify at Exleys NFL Podcast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're watching us on the YouTube, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Peace.